how I made 10K per month as an online fitness coach. That's what I'm going to cover in this video. That 10K month is that first milestone, right? That you can be truly proud of from a revenue perspective. I'm going to cover how I did it, and then I'm going to cover how you should do it, because my journey was slightly different. So what we're going to cover is the maths, the pros and cons of the different ways to charge and take payment. These black boxes are covering, on the first row, my journey to 10K per month. And on the second row, how you should do it. We're then going to go into marketing, sales, and fulfillment, and what those three areas of the business need to look like at this stage of growth. And then we'll run some scenarios, right, that will tell you exactly how long it will take to achieve the 10K per month based on what you charge, your churn, and how many new clients you're signing up each month. So we'll cover that as well. This video is part one of a 3-part series where I'll cover today 10K per month. In video 2, I will cover how I got to 50K per month and how you should do it. And then in video 3, I will cover how I got to 100K per month and how you should do it, and how some of my clients are doing that in different ways today, which will all be different to how I did it. So let's dive straight in. No fluff, no filler, no editing of this video. So there are 2 ways that you can achieve 10K per month from a pricing perspective, 2 main ways: charge monthly, paid in full, right? So if we're working in USD, 350 USD per month is a pretty standard price point. Everybody can definitely achieve that. It's not so expensive that it's going to require superhuman sales skills. So at $350 per month, you're going to need 29 clients paying you monthly. If it's paying it upfront, then in USD, you need 2K USD packages, and you need to make 5 new sales per month. If you're charging in British pounds, these are going to be slightly different. Let's say a super common price point monthly is £250 per month. You're going to need 40 clients, obviously, to achieve 10K British pounds per month. And I think a more common price point in British pounds is £1,500 for an upfront package. Then you're going to need to sell like 6.5 packages per month, let's say 7, and you'll go past that 10K per month target. There are pros and cons to both of these approaches. I've got clients doing both of these. I've got clients doing a mixture of the two. The main pros and cons, right, are this one: it's going to take you longer to achieve that 10K month, right? But you aren't relying on new sales every single month. So from a mental perspective, maybe that's just less stress for you based on how you are wired. The paid upfront perspective is you can get there quicker. You can have big months quicker, but you are starting at 0 every month, right? So if you accumulate costs, but you're completely reliant on new sales, then that can be stressful starting every month underwater. The best businesses as they grow often have a mixture of the two. So some of the larger fitness coaches that I work with now often have huge demand, so they will charge up front, but then they also retain people on monthly after that package. I also have one client who's 80K plus per month revenue, and it's all monthly recurring, right? So a lot of the business mentors will tell you that one specific way is the right way, which is just complete bullshit, right? You can do either. There are pros and cons. Often most business mentors will lean towards this, and I don't hate that. It's fine. Sometimes their decision behind that, though, is somewhat biased because they know that if you charge paid in full up front, they can get you a quicker, better result, right? If you start with, let's say you pay a business mentor $5,000, $10,000, whatever it may be, and in month 1, let's say you've paid them $5,000. In month 1, you go out and sign up 5 clients at 2K each. You've doubled your investment in month 1. Wow. Business mentor looks like a genius. They've got buy-in from you, and potentially you do then go on to get better results because you trust the business mentor and you do the work. Or you've picked off the low-hanging fruit, and now you're going to struggle to make more sales from your existing audience after that month 1 or after month 2, and things slowly start to decline. But the business mentor won't take any blame because they've already got the result for you, right? So there are pros and cons to each. I have zero preference. I like a mixture of the two eventually, but yeah, I have zero preference for what you do. We'll cover how this plays out in the scenario calculator in just a minute. So how did I get to 10K per month? So a little bit about my background. I was a personal trainer. then a gym owner. So I opened 2 gyms, which I sold. And then, well, when I opened my first gym is when I also happened to start figuring out online coaching. And this is back in 2013, so quite a while ago, right? I'm an OG from an online coaching perspective, and there wasn't a lot of information out back then. So I started by just getting loads of things wrong, right? Trying different nutrition challenges, 90-day plans, meal plans. Like, I had no idea how to do online coaching correctly. So the first thing that I did in order to figure that out was, number one, I built local authority, right? Let's make this a little larger. So I built local authority. Today, this isn't something that everybody does. They'll build authority online on social media, right? I built it locally as a personal trainer, as a gym owner. A lot of people knew me locally. So that was my audience, right? And then what I did to eventually try and start figuring this thing out was I took on free clients, which is something that people will not tell you to do nowadays, right? Know your worth, know your value. Don't work with people for free. Fuck that. If you don't know how to get clients or you're struggling to get clients, just work with people for free. That's what I did. I'd made loads of mistakes trying to work with online clients. So I decided, you know what? I want to figure this thing out from a product perspective. I want to get people great results. I want them to be happy with the service. I want to deliver it in a way that works for me and my clients. So I work with 6 clients for free for 12 weeks. Now, you don't have to do it for that long, but that's how long I did it for. I worked with 6 clients for free for 12 weeks. Some of them I met up every single week in person to do their check-in. Some of them I was using Dropbox. Some of them I was trying the different apps that were available at the time. And eventually I figured out how to get people results and how to deliver my service. Whilst I was working with those people for free, I was documenting the work that I was doing with them. I was talking about it. And through that, I built up interest, right? So back then, I was just posting on my personal Facebook profile, right? So what I did by the end of the 12 weeks, because I had documented what I was doing with these clients, I was sharing results, I was educating and creating and publishing normal content on social media as well as documenting the work that I was doing with these online clients. I had a wait list, right? Or I had people waiting to work with me. After the 12 weeks were up, every single one of those 6 clients stayed with me as a paying client, right? Because I genuinely helped them. I got them great results. I'd done it for free. So by the time the 12 weeks came to an end and I said to them, hey, 12 weeks are up. Do you want to carry on? It's this much per month. Every single one was like, yeah, absolutely. I can't remember what I charged those people. It might have been £100 per month, maybe £150 per month, but it wasn't a lot, right? So between onboarding those as paying clients and the audience of interested buyers from my network, my audience, the gyms that I owned, my local network, I was full, or not full, I hit 10K per month within a few months, right? Within my first few months of working with clients online the right way. And what it all came down to really were 2 things. It was documenting client work, so getting people amazing results, publishing that content online, and then talking to as many people as possible about it, both broadcasting it in content, but also one-to-one conversations. So on the gym floor, on my Facebook personal profile, talking to as many people as possible, getting them booked in for either in-person consultations or on the phone, right? That was it. There was no funnel, really, like well-structured and one done by design, but that was the funnel. It was document what I was doing, get people amazing results, and then anyone who engaged with content, anyone who showed interest, get them into a conversation and sign them up as a client. And I think it took me maybe 3 or 4 months to achieve 10K plus per month, right? Pretty straightforward. Now, you're probably listening to this and thinking, well, that was pretty straightforward. And it was, right? It wasn't super difficult. I don't think it's that difficult today either. I think the process has changed, but the principles remain the same. It's still about talking to as many people as possible. You've probably heard a lot of business mentors tell you to have X amount of new conversations per day, and often it is a bit of a numbers game. However, there are still a few key aspects to ensuring that you have people to talk to, that they are somewhat engaged or warm when you have those conversations. So let's look at what you should do today. And I'm going to start this as if you are a gym floor personal trainer. If you're not, don't worry. You're going to step in a few steps into this flowchart. So let's say you start as a gym floor PT. Your goal right away is to just get to a point where you're covering life costs, right? Where you're doing okay and you can breathe, whether that's 10 hours a week, 20 hours a week, 40 hours a week of gym floor personal training, whatever it may be. Hopefully it's not 40 just to cover your basic life costs, right? But the goal is stability in your income so you can remove some stress and you have some stability and you can make decisions from a place of abundance and not a place of scarcity. So once you get to a point where you have achieved that, you stay on the gym floor and now you only take people on as hybrid clients, right? So let's say you are quote unquote full or you have enough hours on the gym floor at 20 hours per week. From now on, you still graft to talk to as many people as possible on the gym floor. But every single person you talk to, you offer hybrid coaching, right? You see them once per month and everything else is done online. Once you are comfortable with how that's going, and again, you reach the next step of financial stability, you start transitioning your gym floor personal training clients over to hybrid as well. So everybody who's just in person, turn them into hybrid clients. And then we go through our next transition, which is we're still on the gym floor, but any new inquiries and any new people we speak to on the gym floor, we're now only offering online coaching, right? We're full in person, but we don't pitch online as a downgrade. It's, this is what I do. This is how it works. Come in for a consultation. We'll talk through it. And you can sell them there and then on the gym floor in a consultation in person, but they do online coaching with you, right? That's it. Then you move all your hybrid clients fully online, right? This is you transitioning off the gym floor. And again, for those of you that don't work on the gym floor and want to start from scratch online, that's fine. I'm going to cover that as well in just a moment. But that's what we're doing, right? We're transitioning all of our hybrid clients into online clients. Whilst we're doing this whole thing, we are building our social media presence, right? Because what that does, basically here, is what I was doing here, right? I was documenting what you're up to, creating content, building an audience, building authority, having conversations. And we're not only trying to get clients from the gym floor, we've started the process of doing it on social media as well. Doing it on Instagram, for example, is probably the best platform right now for direct access to people who will buy from you. We're doing it there too, right? So we're documenting what we're up to. We're creating content that reaches more people. We're creating middle of the funnel content, which nurtures people. And we're adding call to actions that start conversations, make sales. And we're chatting to people who engage with us, building relationships, building community, not just audience. And we try to make sales from there too. So engage in online conversations daily. And once you get to a point where your lead flow from social media is consistent, you can leave the gym floor, right? A lot of people rush this process or they don't value the opportunity on a gym floor for acquiring online clients and they jump straight into online. Like, I'm going to quit in person. I'm going to go online. Your in person, your local network, the gym floor is the best source of online clients you could find. I've still got clients right now who do probably a few at 20K plus per month who still stay on the gym floor because the clients that they do work with, they enjoy. Some of them have got high value clients and it's worth maintaining that connection. Some of them just work for places like Barry's where the status that comes with being a trainer there, the community, the opportunities, the kind of local fame, if you like, is valuable as well. So you don't have to jump off the gym floor right away. So honestly, there is nothing more complex to hitting 10K per month. What does that look like from a marketing perspective? Local domination. You build authority. You document the work that you're doing with clients, whether they're paying you or not, and you start as many conversations as possible. That is your goal. doing the unscalable in all of these operational buckets, right? So from a sales perspective, we're just trying to get people in conversations on the gym floor, in Instagram DMs, to a call, right? You don't need a funnel. You don't need an application page. Maybe a Calendly link, that'll help, but you're driving people to that from a conversation that you've already had with them, right? You don't need to do multi-step call closes, like a 15-minute triage call to get them onto a proper call. Just get people on calls. But what if they're not qualified? You have no fucking idea what qualified does and doesn't look like yet because you haven't done enough calls. You haven't done enough consultations. So just get people on calls and learn and get more clients through the door. Some of them won't be ideal. Right now, it's about learning through doing. So that's the goal. And in terms of what those sales calls look like, you base them on 3 core questions. Where are you at right now? Where are you trying to get to? And why do you need my help bridging the gap, right? That's the essence of your sales call, right? Hey, how you doing? I'm going to ask you a few questions today. Tell me where you're at. Why have you booked this call? What's going on, right? What are you struggling with? Okay, cool. I know where you're at right now. 6 months' time, what's the ideal goal? What are you trying to achieve? Okay, cool. I know where you're at right now. What you're struggling with is these things. I know where you want to get to, and I know why that's really important for you. The question I have is, why haven't you achieved this yet? Why do you need my help? And then they will do all the selling for you. Then you pitch your product and sell, right? I'm going to dive deeper into all of these elements in future videos. Let me know in the comments below what you need the most help with. And then from a fulfillment perspective, do not try and build a perfect service before you are working with clients. And don't try and perfect it when you've just got a handful of clients because you have no idea what people need yet. People just want results. So the goal for you is, yes, focus on onboarding. Make sure people know what's going on and they're delighted straight away. There's no opportunity for them to get buyer's remorse. But really what you want to do is just ensure that people get what they need from you quickly. Don't worry if it's not automated. Like if you sign up a new client, then you have to manually send a welcome email. You have to quickly send them a personal video, their first program, and it's all done manually. That's okay. You'll figure out what can be scaled and automated through doing it manually first. So do the unscalable. It's super important at this stage of growth. So build out fulfillment with clients as you grow. Build things out. Build out the community if you want a community. Build out the check-in process. Automate it. Automate the welcome process, the onboarding process, the activation process. Map out the 90-day journey as clients go through it, and then you can systemize it for all future clients. So it's the same journey. But to begin with, you don't need to do that. And then focus on building relationships, right? You have the opportunity while you're new and at this size to build great relationships with all of your clients that will not only ensure that they get better results and ensure that you enjoy working with clients more, but also help with referrals. You're building cheerleaders and people who champion you on social media, in your content, and to their friends, right? And it's an opportunity to get referrals as well. These are the first people supporting you. So build relationships with them. There's nothing worse when I see a coach that gets no engagement on their content on social media, even though they've got like 30, 40 clients. Like, why aren't your clients even cheering for you on social media, right? My clients all cheer for me. So make sure you're building those relationships as well. So this is how we get there. How do we do that from a mathematical perspective? So let's say you're starting with 5 clients. So this is pretty cool, this calculator. And monthly churn is at 10%. We're charging $250 per month and we're getting, let's say, 4 new clients per week. And the goal is 10K. So what this is telling us is it will take us 19 months to achieve our goal at this price point, at this level of churn, getting this many clients per month. Honestly, if people knew that if they just achieve this, they'd get there, they'd probably make less mistakes, right? You can look at this and be like, that churn isn't great, right? You could probably get it down. You're not charging super high ticket. It's not remotely high ticket. And you're not signing up that many new clients per month. And it's still only going to take you just over a year and a half to get to 10K per month from 5 clients. So to go from 1.25K to 10K a month, just at these numbers, it'll just take you just over a year, right? So maybe chill out. But this drastically changes when we change a few things, right? It gets a lot harder. So let's say all the numbers are the same, but instead of 250 per month, we're charging 200. If I run the simulation again, what you can see is you cannot achieve 10K per month at this level of growth, this level of churn, and at this price point, because your churn will outrun your level of growth, right? So 10% churn eventually just cancels out any level of growth, and you won't be able to achieve 10K per month, right? If we change this to, let's say, still realistic level of growth, 2 clients per week, and we get this to a realistic level of churn that is achievable, absolutely, and we go back to 250 per month, only 5 months, right? And then and all this, by the way, is achievable. 2 new clients per week, achievable. Let's say our goal is 20K per month. It takes us a year, right? Often people will achieve this stuff short term and then try and panic change things, right? Oh, I need to charge more, or I need to run different campaigns. I need to run ads. Often you just need to wait, right? Only 12 months to 20K per month. Only 2 years to 30K per month. 53 months for 40K per month. So what we'll find now is the limit at this level of growth, churn, and pricing is probably about, I don't know, less than 50K per month anyway. 50K per month isn't achievable at these numbers. But our target is 10K per month, right? I'd say all of you are capable of, let's say, these numbers. So just chill. In a year's time, at these numbers, you will achieve your goal. And then you can grow and scale from there. Don't get me wrong, try and go faster than this, try and get churn lower than this, and try and charge more. But with very simple numbers, all of you can achieve 10K per month. I hope this has been insightful. In the next video, I will cover 50K per month, where we get a bit more complex. If you have any questions, let me know. If you like this video, give it a like.